Good afternoon, students. Today's topic is loop in Python. So, loop means it is also called as a repetitive structure. A repetition structure allows the programmer that an action is to be repeated until given condition is true. It means, let us see one scenario. Suppose Jack wants to print his name 10 times. So up to today what we have learned, based on that you can write code for displaying name Jack as a this one. So you can see you need to write 10 times print Jack, print Jack, print Jack. Up to the 10th line we need to write print Jack. But suppose we want to display same name 1,000 times or 10,000 times, then same thing we need to write 10,000 times or 1,000 times. And suppose if there is a change, instead of Jack I want to write there Jelly or Jussie, anything, then in that case I need to change that name 100 times, 1,000 times or 10,000 times. But in case of programming there is one option or there is one facility which is called as a loop. Loop means it is a repetitive structure which will execute till given condition is true. For example, suppose I want to display number from 1 to 10, then I need to just I need to write just two lines of code and which will display numbers from 1 to 10. Or suppose I want to display 1 to 100 numbers or 1 to 1 lakh number, then also I need to write two lines of code which will execute till the 1 lakh time. It means it is a structure or it is a type of statement which execute till given condition is true. So let us see one example. So for that we have one option. So see, there is a two arrows are displayed, means it is a loop. So we need to it is not code, it is just explanation about how to display Jack 10 times. So there is a circle or there is a repeat or there is a loop, and in that you need to write once only print Jack and it will display that Jack 10 times. So let us start with this point. So what is a loop? So loop means it is a statement which get executed till given condition is true. So here you can see the diamond symbol where condition is written. Suppose the value of condition is a true or the given condition is true, it will execute statement, and once statement is executed is again come to the condition, and again the condition is true, it will display the statement, and this circle or this loop goes on started till given condition is not become to false. Once condition becomes false, this loop get exit and it comes to the next part of the program. Let us see one more example. So it is our textbook image or textbook diagram. See here entry. So entry, after entry there is a condition. If condition is false, then it directly goes down, and suppose the given condition is true, then body of the loop within counter control execute, and once that body is executed it again goes to the entry and again it check condition. If condition is true, it again display the body, and this cycle goes on next and next till given condition becomes false. Next one, there is one example. Start variable or a var is equal to 1. Is var is equal to 1? If answer is yes, it will goes for a statement, and the once the statement is executed it goes again for checking of condition. You can see the arrow, and where again it check var is equal to 1. If var is equal to 1, then these statements get executed again and again till the loop will not get exit. So now it is an infinite loop. It means once you start this loop it will not exit, because we have provided condition which is remain always true. and when it becomes no or it will become false, it will comes to the out. So let us see this example, some graphical example I have selected here. So see here, n is equal to 5 if n is greater than 0. If the value is s, then it will print n, and again n is equal to n minus 1. Once we change value of n minus 1, now n become 4, it again goes to the condition, and in that condition it again check is 4 is greater than 0, yes, then it again print to 4, then again n minus 1, it means it become 3, it again check condition 3 is greater than 0, yes, then it print 3, like that it print 2, like that it print 1, and once 1 is printed, then n minus 1 means it becomes 0, and when we comes to the condition 0 is greater than 0, now the condition becomes false or no, then it direct comes down and print the blast off. So now here you can see the output also. So program n is equal to 5 while n is greater than 0. Here is a colon. Colon means it is a compound statement, means following statements are combined with that particular while statement. So there we have written print n, then n is equal to n minus 1, then print blast off, and lastly we have print the n. So when you want to see the output, you can see the output while n is greater than 0, print n, and n is equal to n minus 1. So these three statements comes in loop, and there it will print 5 4 3 2 1 blast off, and after blast off it will display n means 0 because now n becomes 0. So loop have iteration variable that changes each time through a loop. Often these iteration variables go through a sequence of number. Let us see one more example. So it is another loop where n is equal to 0. If n is greater than 0, if the answer is s, it will goes for lather, and after print is rinse. So see here condition is n is equal to 0 while n is equal to 0 or greater than 0. So now it only print dry off because the condition is false, the value of n is 0 and which is not greater than 0. So next one example is there. So for loop for I in, and there is a list which contains value 5 4 3 2 1 and colon, and then we have print I, and finally we have print blast off. So what it will display first, I here for is a keyword, I is a variable, and I contains value from 5 to 1 in a descending order, and while printing I take single value one time. So print I, it means it print 5, then print I, it print value 4, then print I, it print value 3, then 2, then 1, and once value get closes or value get end, then it goes to the last statement. What we have written blast off. Let us see a definite loop with string. All of you know that name, address, blood group, gender. So means it contains number of alphabet or number of character. So how to work with string? Let us see. Friends is equal to Joseph, Glenn and Sally. So for friend in friends, see, friends is a variable, and now friend is a temporary variable. So friends means what value we have provided for a friends, and now friend is a temporary variable. Instead of friend you can take a, b, c, I, j, etc. You can use any temporary variable. So what we have print next? Print happy new year comma friend. So see, now friend first take value Joseph, then it take value Glenn, and then it take value Sally, and it will display as a happy new year Joseph, happy new year Glenn, happy new year Sally, and once all values are get over, then it will print done. So you can see output also, it has print done. Next example, So these are some more example. So for I in range, so suppose you want to provide condition from where to where you want to display it. Lastly, we have seen we have provided direct values, 4 values, 5 values. Now I want to display that particular loop till 1 to 11, and the gap between this is a 1. Let us see or let us understood this point, range. So range is a function which takes 3 parameter. First one is a start, second one is a end or a last, and the third one is a gap between values. So it means I have taken values 1, 11, 1. It means start our loop with value 1 for I variable, then end it at a 11, and the gap between each step is a 1. It means first it will print 1, then 1 plus 1 it becomes 2, then it print 2, then uh, 2 plus 1 become 3. So gap means it add one value after each value, so it print up till 10. So now question arises, sir, why it prints up to 10? Because we have written condition less than 11. So the condition is I is equal to 1, I is less than 11, and I plus plus. I plus plus means I is equal to 1. That's why it will print up to the 10. Second example, suppose I want to display table of 2, then same code I need to write. I have written for I in range 1, 11, 1 colon print I into 2. I into 2 means 1 into 2 it will print 2, then 2 into 2 it will print 4, 3 into 2 it print 6, and at last it print 10 into 2 means 20. You just observe given code. After for whatever print I have written, it has written some inside, because print is a part of for statement, and print need to follow indentation. Indentation means space between a border and particular statement, or it indicate print is a part of for statement in both examples also. Next one example, it is about string. So see, I have created one variable and the value of that variable is a rotary, ROTARY, and I have written for I in a name and print I. Here also I have write print a little bit inside as compared to for loop, because print is a part of for loop. So what it print it print ROTARY. It means that particular variable take one character at a one time and it will display it. Next one more example or one more type is there. Now suppose you have written code for 100 times and you need to check that after some time if a given condition is true or if a given condition is reached, I need to break that execution of code. So for that we can use a break statement. So let us see the flowchart of this break one. So conditional code, if condition is true, it will again check condition. If then it will check a break, means it again check condition. If the given statement or given condition is reached, then it will goes to the break and it goes to directly goes to the end of the program or next line of the loop. So it is about using break statement. Let us see it in a graphical way. So first one, see here, breaking out of a loop means suppose you want to come out from that particular loop. So in that the break statement ends the current loop and jumps to the statement immediately following the loop. It is like a loop test that can happen anywhere in the body of the loop. So let us see the code. While true means the given condition is true, then line is equal to raw input, it will take some value from user. If line is equal to done, break. If otherwise, print line and print done. So here suppose user has entered hello there, so hello there it will print. Next one, suppose finished we have type, so it will print as a finish, and when we type done, it directly jumps to the done. So it is about break statement. It means we can directly end the loop without checking the condition after some iteration. Next one, breaking out of loop. The break statement ends the current loop and jumps to the statement immediately following the loop. So it is like a loop test can happen anywhere in the body. So let us see the example. While true, line raw input. If line is equal to done, break. See the arrow from break, it directly comes to the print done. Next one, it is flow chart. Same code is there. So true, then S means it asks value from user, and if the break is occur, it directly comes to the print down. One more type is continue, means suppose in between program something happens of a condition, then you can continue given code again and again by using the continue word. So conditional code, continue, condition. So condition code, it comes for a condition. If the condition is true, it again go for conditional code. If it contains continue, then it again comes to the condition. So it is opposite to the break. Break can break the code in between, while continue is used to if any exception occurs in a given program, then it again start the loop. So this one, finishing an iteration with continue. The continue statement ends the current iteration and jumps to the top of the loop and start the new iteration. So let us see example. While true, take input. If line 0 is equal to hash, then continue. If line is equal to done, break, print line, print done. So see here, user has entered first hello there, so it will print hello there. Next one, hash don't print this, then it will print this. Done, when you enter done, it will goes to the end of the program after the breaking. So next one, there is a given condition. The continue statement ends the current iteration and jumps to the top of the loop and start the next iteration. So here, once continue word comes, it comes again to the while true. It means start the given loop from a first condition. So same program, the flowchart is given true, yes, input, then suppose continue is occur, then it goes directly to the first condition. So today we have finished a loop in Python. You just go through textbook, read it properly. If any point you get difficult, you can ask me anytime. I will clear it. In the next lecture, I will provide video on a board lecture where I will cover if statement and the loop of the program. Thank you.